First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trubisky will throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
First and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ridley.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 33, carry on.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
44-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's complete to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A gain of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stafford, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Matt Prater.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Patterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. Got a man, it's Amendola. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Lions.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down by...
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down at Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
At their own.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
1st down, Chicago.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Another former New England Patriot reunited with a former Patriot coach, Matt Patricia, of course, the head coach of the Detroit Lions. There's a sack by Jamie Collins. He's come up a career high for sacks. Had 7 last year with the New England Patriots. But what I think is best about his game and what really fits what Detroit's looking for, his versatility. They'll use him all over the field, both in pass coverage and rushing the passer, hoping to create more big plays as we just saw there.
Looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw on third down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
By Khalil Mack, tackled back at the 26-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 31, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
36-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go! Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's taken down at the 33.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. Jones has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And at the 25-yard line, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Bears first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
Number 12, Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford. And fires one incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Stafford looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hip.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Lions 24, Bears 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They go play action. Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 41 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. To return, here's Agnew. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And shutting him off now open field. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic. and take it to the house? Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okuda. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Johnson. Number 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Got the defense on their heels. 2 1st downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
McPhee on the tackle.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. 16 yards, a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. 6-0 our score after one.
Chargers 6, Ravens nothing.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
Jackson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Complete to Mark.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
13. 56 is the Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You ain't. Like
again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Now Taylor. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Come on, let's go.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chargers first.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Los Angeles.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
LA.
Ty